Thanks, Mark. Good to see you guys. Certainly excited for our football program and university to be selected to play in postseason play at the Guaranteed Rate Bowl against a great opponent in Kansas from the Big 12 Conference. Got a lot of familiarity with their program from my previous years and stops. It's exciting for our brand in the Mountain West Conference to be in and on this stage in Phoenix the day after Christmas. So I'm thrilled for our student athletes. It'll be a great bowl experience. We'll continue to develop and move our program forward in our practices, and that's always great and healthy for teams as you're building foundationally on every year being in postseason play. Thrilled for our kids to have a chance to play in a bowl game, and those are memories that they will keep with them forever, and it'll be exciting to be at that location the day after Christmas and over the Christmas holidays. So with that, open questions?
Coach, will we get a chance to see a preview then of the matchup against Kansas for the next season?
Yeah, I know that's happened a few times, you know, not many, but over the years, you play somebody in a bowl game and then turn around and play them week 2 or week 3 the next season. Certainly will be the case, you know, this year with the non-conference game at Kansas next year.
Not to dive into too much of the X's and O's, but what do you know about Kansas and kind of what they present as a challenge?
Yeah, I know Coach Leopold has done a tremendous job building that program. You know, the University of Arkansas played them last year in the Liberty Bowl. I had already left, but we have some staff here that was in that game and, you know, a couple of players. So I've seen them maybe twice this year, just when we've had a night game and they had a day game or vice versa on TV. They've got 2 quarterbacks. You know, I know their offensive system is dynamic. And, you know, I think the game I watched, they beat the University of Oklahoma, if I remember right. But, again, I didn't find out the information until we walked in. So I don't need to make too many comments on him other than I know he has done a great job, terrific coach, I think one of the best in college football. And what he has done the short time that he's been there is much respect.
And you kind of touched on it yesterday, but just in terms of the long runway, you know, at December 26th, that's a lot of time to be able to continue to work with your team. I know you're concentrating on this one right now, but for the future of this program, how much does this kind of help push things forward for you guys with the work you'll be able to do?
Yeah, it's great. We've already had 5 bonus practices, you know, as a program, and I think we're at the point we need to heal up a little bit, and we'll get some time that we just spend in the weight room and some of the recovery habits that we have. Finals academically are so important for us to finish strong. We've got a goal there that we want to be above a 3.0 GPA, you know, team. So we're going to finish strong and go get that goal. And then we'll dive into the preparation and any additional practices that we get as a program will catapult us into the offseason and the continuing development of this team.
How do you navigate the Christmas holiday? And it's kind of tricky.
Yeah, it'll be a great Christmas in Phoenix, and we'll find somebody to deliver presents, and we will make sure that this is something. You know, I look back as being in the business for a number of years. You remember every bowl, but you know some of them, the memories you have, and I remember very much. You know, a couple times in Christmas, having a Christmas Eve service in the hotel. Again, I think it's a special time for our team, and we will make sure that it's an experience that is worthwhile for our student athletes.
Are you excited to be playing so close to home so that Rebel fans can actually drive there?
It's great. Yeah, it's exciting, and you know, I look again at not to speak too much about yesterday, but that was what a great fan support day that was for the city of Vegas and our program. You could feel it, and we're just scratching the surface on what this place is going to end up being.
Barry, you've talked a lot about, you know, learning from your past experience at Missouri this season. I guess what have you learned from your kind of past experiences as a head coach in bowl games? I think you're 0-2. What do you hope to take into this experience from those?
Yeah, thanks for throwing the record out there. We'll try to get that fixed. You know, that's there's a balance. Every team's a little bit different. I've been in a lot of them. I think this is maybe, I don't know, this is bowl game 14 or 15 for me. So you rely on all those experiences, assistant coach, director of operations, whatever your role was. And you piece it together. Number one, once you get into game week, you want it to feel normal for your kids, but also we need to celebrate it. And there's reasons that this team has earned these opportunities, and it'll be a great experience for them. We'll practice enough early to get and stay in playing shape, and then once we get on site, it'll be more of a normal game week practice structure, which our guys know what that is Monday through Friday, and we'll be ready to go play, and just because it's a different surrounding and a different home for that week, there'll be time that it's time to work, and then there's going to be also time to relax a little bit.
Ricky, can you talk about just win number 10 for this team, bowl eligible for the first time in a decade, just the team's excitement for this opportunity?
Yeah, I would start with, we go work, put in the work, all the work that we need to put in, to win this game. The last game of the season, we want to go into next season, with that mindset and that confidence, knowing that we had a 10-game winning season. So this is definitely a big game for us, and we go prepare.
Jackson, as one of the leaders, what's kind of the discussion been amongst the guys? I know you just found out, but did you have some time with the guys? And when you guys got the news, what was the reaction there?
Yeah, I mean, we did just figure out, but it's huge. We're excited as a team. It was a goal of ours to be in a bowl game. This is a very big bowl, versus a good opponent. So we're excited. Good energy going into it.
Jackson, you guys are one of the only Mountain West teams playing another Power 5 team. You guys saw Michigan early in the year. What does it mean to kind of get that respect and have, a Power 5 team want to play you guys?
Yeah, it's like I said, it's going to be a big game. It's a big opponent. This team's ready. It's going to be a fun game. We're looking forward to it.
Coach, playing a Big 12 opponent in this game, does it more or less give you validity that this program has arrived now as they select you, right, to play against a major conference opponent? Has it put the program on the map?
Well, I think we've got a long ways to go, but man, we've made a lot of progress too in 1 year's time. Harp and I were talking earlier today on the things that together what we've been able to do in a right under a calendar year. I think probably last year on this day we probably had some sort of conversation, and then we're able to keep working, and also we talked about the vision on what this place was going to be, not long term. We talked about long term, but we talked short term, and our vision together was to compete and win championships and be on a stage from a national standpoint that we are respected. We know that we have to earn that every single day. This is another step for us moving in the right direction.
Barry, do you expect a full participation from your players in the bowl game?
I would, if I say, yeah, we're going to have 100%, then I'm going to be wrong. If one way or the other. I sure hope so. I hope we can get to full health. And we had a team meeting this morning, and I talked this very briefly about I want everybody in the room to go win this bowl game together. I think it's important. We all know that the portal opens tomorrow, and as soon as you want to act like that doesn't happen, you look around the country, and that's the reality. That's the facts of where we are and what we do. So we will have everybody that decides to stay and be part of this. We will get them, this group, ready to go play our best ball, and I'll be excited about having the opportunity to lead them.
Coach, from a recruiting standpoint, is it an advantage to be so close to Las Vegas, this bowl game?
Yeah, I think so. I think people in the area here and then in the state of Arizona can relate to what that bowl is. So there's some familiarity there. I mean, I've got 4 or 5 home visits set up today, and it'll be most of the conversation will be about that, and then about getting them here some mid-year and getting started. So anytime that you're in a home and you're visiting about with prospects about playing in a championship game like we did yesterday, and a bowl game that is one that has a lot of respect, that can only help your program and your brand.
Jackson, didn't you play against Kansas last year in bowl games? What's your familiarity with that?
Yeah, we played them last year in the Liberty Bowl. They're a very good opponent. Like I said, they're going to be a different team. We're obviously a completely different team, but we're going to be ready.
Amani, what's it like playing in a bowl game, playing a Power 5 opponent. You go all the way back to the Tony Sanchez era, so this is pretty good realization of a dream.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's been a long time coming. I'm very excited for the guys, for myself. Yeah, like I said, it's been a long time coming. So we're just gonna keep our heads on, keep pushing, and make sure we win this bowl game, get to 10 wins.
Amani, do you, 2013 was the last time for this program. Do you remember where you were in holiday season 2013, what you were doing?
I don't, but I was not noticing that UNLV was in a bowl game, I'll be honest. I was not noticing that. But, man, it's after coming in 2018 and leaving here in my final year with a bowl game appearance, it's a blessing. I mean, you can't ask for much more. So, yeah.
Amani, you guys achieved bowl eligibility so early this year. How does it feel to kind of finally be here in this moment?
Amazing. Amazing. Obviously, we haven't played the bowl game yet, and the objective is to win. But just getting here, like I said, I've been here since 2018. Just getting here is a blessing within its own. So yeah, I'm taking it in stride, taking it all in, and just enjoying the ride.
Barry, how do you navigate this time of year from now to the bowl game with your staff and things that may be going on behind the scenes with your coaching staff and things that are going on there?
Yeah, I think there's constant communication, and there's a number of things you've got, and I feel really fortunate about the staff, but we're open and honest with each other. If there's something I need to be aware of, I feel like that I'm going to know. Very seldom in the world of college football is it just everything's just moving forward like status quo. So there's always conversations. There could be changes. We'll navigate those, and we'll have hopefully all 10 assistant coaches and every department head will be back and ready to help prepare for this bowl. The number one focus will be make sure we provide an experience and an opportunity for our student athletes to go play at their highest level.
I guess for all three players, if you had to pick a player on the team who would play Santa Claus down in Phoenix for this game, who would it be?
I'll go with Trigg. Just because he's the better, so I would definitely go with Trigg.
I'd probably choose Trigg as well.
You know what that means? Amazon.
Is Amazon good? I'm gonna go with Tiger Shanks. I think he's gonna be the Santa Claus of the team.
Anything else? Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
guys.
Thanks, y'all.
You guys good?
Yes, sir.
Good work, fellas.